Hi, scrappy friends. I have a fun new challenge that I'm going to be doing with Megan. So, Crafty Meggie. Me and her are going to be doing a sketch challenge once a week. And we're going to be probably trying to do this for a couple, at least a month, but I like to try to keep it going for a couple months. I think it's really fun to do challenges even outside of some of the other stuff that I do with people, just because I think it's just kind of fun to mix things up a little bit and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to get right to my layout because this did not take me very long at all. We are using that sketch at the very beginning, which is really, really cool. It has tons of triangles and stuff going on. And so, as you have seen, I put some paint on the background. I used some gray paint, and then the Tim Holtz Broken China, I think is what this blue one is. And that's from the Dauber. And I let those dry. I did not put any gesso on the back of my layout whatsoever. A lot of times when I use just a little bit of acrylic paint, and I really did not add that much. As you've seen, I used that big brush because I really wanted those paint strokes to go through. That's one thing I love about paint, is that depending on the brush that you use, you can get a lot of texture, and it just adds so much to the background, and you really don't even have to hardly do anything, and it just makes it look really awesome. One thing that I have been doing lately is using those stencils as a way to add a design to my background. I am just using a Uniball, or no, not a Uniball, a Papermate Flare marker pen, and I think that they work pretty good. I did use my heat gun over top of where the paint was, just because I was afraid that it was going to smudge, because that acrylic paint has a really shiny finish, so I wasn't sure how much it was gonna, I didn't want it to smudge too much. And then I had taken one of the papers from my click kits and I cut the triangles, and this is using the Happy Things collection from Pink Fresh Studios. And then those acetate pieces are also from that collection, but not from my kit. So I got those separately. And they're really, really fun. I have a whole bunch of them, and I'm trying not to use them all in one layout. And I really could have went crazy, but I kind of thought that with the background and my stencil, I really wanted to be able to see all those different things together. And I'm going to use that Crepe Paper Wonder paper that has all the weird lines on it as my background. I really thought that I needed something white around my photo, even more than the white that was already there. And then I'm just going to add a couple of layers. That's a piece from my Chamel paper, that blue one. And then I'm using this triangle paper, which is the backside of that paper from Pink Fresh Studios that has all the different squares that say different things. And as you can see, I have some cut on the side because I thought maybe I would use one as like a title or something, but I don't know. I just didn't like the way that it looked. Even though that concept of having something square with all the triangles, I thought would look good, but it just, I don't know. It was just, there wasn't a place for it that I felt like it fit. I felt like it was like going outside of that. I really wanted that straight line to go up and not to go over too much, because I have that one triangle over pointing to my photo, and I added that little tag there, that there's that banner, and then I did cut the happy, and I kept playing around with that one tag there up at the top that's now at the side, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to put them at the top or if I wanted them on the side, but I really didn't like it. And then I thought about, oh, maybe I'll move it there, and I really didn't like it there. I felt like it just made it really off balance. So I'm going to put it back up at the top. And then I do use that. I've wanted to use that orange one, and that's from a print and like a printables from Studio Cow, just because I thought that that orange would look really nice with some of the yellow colors. And I had that in my stash, and it was like on my desk. So I figured I'd use it. The blues matched some of the blues in the papers and stuff, and I actually really like that there. So I'm just about done. This layout really like took me hardly any time at all. I think it took a little bit more than a half an hour, which is really good for me. Just gonna add a few of these wood pieces. I really like the way that that adds just a little bit more texture and stuff. I did kind of play around because I wasn't sure exactly where I wanted all of those to go. But I like how some of them are facing a different way than up and down. And this is just a picture of Stewart's Coffee, which if you live in the United States and you're from up like the Northeast, Stewart's is a coffee, well, it's really like a gas station, but they have coffee and they have soda and stuff like that. So, and ice cream. And it's like a little tiny convenience store because it's in a gas station. But some of them up north just have the store. They don't have the gas. But someone from my husband's work brought it in from, he was up north and he got some coffee for us. And it was a really, really nice surprise because it reminded us of home. And anytime we get to taste coffee or something from home, it just makes it extra special. So don't forget to go and check out Megan's layout. I can't wait to see what she has done with the sketch. And we will see you next week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day. Bye, guys.